I said that if this channel got 300 subscribers, that we would be doing an AJ Styles figure review on all of my AJ Styles figures. Well, that is the case, because we have 305 subscribers, and I said if we got to 300, I'd review my full AJ Styles figure collection, and we hit 300 subscribers before Christmas, and it's currently January 1st, 2020. And with that, the very first video of 2020 will be an AJ Styles figure review. So, I really didn't know where to start off with this video. And I separated my AJs into two piles. One is the attires that he's worn, and the others are fantasy attires. And we are going to start it off now. But first, I just want to thank all you guys for helping me get to 300 subscribers. And when we got to 200, we did a Q&A. 300, we did a review on the AJs. I don't know what we're going to do with 400, but we'll see what happens if we get there in 2020. I hope so. Maybe 500. If we get to 1,000, that'll be a freaking miracle. But let's start this off. So, I really don't know where to start off first. So, I guess we should start off, because I have these AJs separated in a timeline, and I guess we just started off from there. So, let's start off with this AJ Styles figure. So, this is what I like to call my TNA AJ Styles figure. This is like when he wrestled in TNA in like 2002, I think. I don't know. I wasn't born then. I was born in 2004. Yeah, I had to think about that for a sec. So I like to call this my young AJ, my TNA AJ, because this is AJ from like what he wore in the well, he didn't wear this in the Indies, but it's an attire that I made. So huge shout out to Sans the Kid, or Meme Gamer, I think he changed his name, for supplying me this head scan. This head scan is actually a old Marvel TNA head scan, and this was beat up, and I had to repaint it and started to chip. And yeah, I had to use a Marvel head scan for this, an Elite Victor torso, Daniel Bryan shoulders and arms, and then Elite 20 Chris Jericho for everything else. And this is a nice figure. I wanted to leave the best in the world thing on there, because AJ is, in my mind, the best in the world. Now, the weird thing about this head scan is it is removable, and the peg on this was really small, so I had to go in and modify it. And I made it big as hell. Now I'm going to put the head back on, because it's going to be weird if AJ's headless. But yeah, I even added the elbow pads too. So yeah, I really don't know where to put these. Actually, I think I'm just going to lay them down, because at the end I'll stand them all up. So let's keep going. So this one's actually a work in progress, and I really need to finish it. So this is what I'm going to call my, I think it's Dominion or Sakura Genesis. I don't remember when he won the IWGP Heavyweight title, but this is going to be the attire. So I use an Elite 51 head, Elite 40, no, basic, whatever it was, his first basic torso. And then I got, what else is there? Random elbow pad. I think the kick pads are from some random basic. I really need to finish this, because it just looks weird. This is supposed to be the attire of when he won the IWGP Heavyweight title from Okada, and I don't remember where that was. I think it was Dominion. No, I don't know. Was it Dominion? I don't remember what it was. I used to remember it, but now I don't. So, anyway, let's keep going with this collection review. So this next one that I have is one that I actually made on the 4th of July, and I really liked how it turned out, but I just don't like the paint app. So here we have a Wrestle Kingdom 9 AJ Styles. This was his first Wrestle Kingdom when he fought Naito. I thought it was for a title, but no. It was just some random match. So I used a... I don't remember what head scan this is. I think it's Elite... Yeah, it might be the actual Elite 47. So I used Elite 47 along with the Elite 51 vest, Elite 51 torso, I think, Elite 56 arms, some random elbow pad, and then everything else going down here, along with, I really like how that belt turned out. The belt looks pretty nice. And everything else going down here is Lost Legends Elite Shawn Michaels that I just painted up. Random blue knee pads, and then some basic Top Talents 2018 kick pads. And I did actually have to custom paint these logos. Well, not the actual logo, the blue on the logos. I especially like how this Bullet Club logo turned out. I really want to point it up to the camera. Show you guys how big in detail I am with the Bullet Club logo. I really wanted to get in there, and anything else that went over to the white side, I just covered in white. And you could barely even tell. And that's actually pretty cool. And also, yeah, I also did paint up the gloves. I actually forgot to mention that. Because apparently Mattel does not paint up the gloves on some AJs. Next, to continue with the Wrestle Kingdom AJs, we have this Wrestle Kingdom 10 AJ Styles. And I don't know why the camera's being a dick. It's not focusing. So, this is still a work in progress because I actually snapped the kick pad over here and I had to glue it, so I gotta get some decals or just repaint it, or just switch it, I'm not sure. So this head scan is actually from the AJ Styles 2-pack, I think. The torso is Elite 56, the vest is Elite 51. I really hate the way I did the belt. It was originally decal, but I just tried hand painting it and it just looks shitty. Now the arms are Elite 51. Random AJ Styles elbow pad, or no, it's not even AJ Styles, some random elbow pad because he didn't wear the P1. And then this whole thing is actually Elite 33, no, WrestleMania 33 Shawn Michaels. I just acetoned off the logos, random knee pads, and then, of course, decals. And again, really pay attention to the Bullet Club decal because, yeah, this is one of my favorite customs to make. It was fun to make, though. I've made this figure actually 3 different times. One was an original custom that I made that you guys will see in a little bit, and the other one was, actually I don't remember what the other one was. It's kind of weird. So, now that we have all that out of the way, we actually have to get to a Mattel-released AJ. So, after AJ Styles debuted in the 2016 Royal Rumble as entry number 3, and shocking the wrestling world because he jumped ship over to the WWE. Well, I have AJ's first ever WWE action figure right here. Basic 67, I think. B? I'm not sure. I don't remember what series this is, but we have the very first AJ Styles Basic. And I know some of you are going to be like, why'd you get the Basic? Because it's AJ's first Basic, and it's memorable to me because the very first AJ Styles figure I got was actually AJ's first Basic. And this figure means a lot to me because it's AJ's first Basic, and I needed to keep that near and dear to my heart. And this is based off of the Royal Rumble 2016, when he debuted for the WWE and left all the independents behind him. No more New Japan, no more Ring of Honor, no more PWG, no more indie bookings. And this is actually the same attire that he wore for his last indie booking in Georgia, which I think is pretty cool. And along with the very first Basic, you gotta have AJ's first ever Elite. And that's what I got here. This is sort of a fix-up, though, because I still gotta buy the Elite 47 along with Elite 56. I'll share that more later. So, the only thing I did is just put the Elite 51 vest on here, put the, what is this? Just some random, no, it's not even AJ Styles. I put some random elbow pad on there, and then put some open knee pads on there, because the open knee pads actually look pretty great on this figure. I like the way the open knee pads look on this figure, and it's just great. So, after AJ Styles debuts for the WWE in January, fast forward a few more months to WrestleMania 32, and we got the WrestleMania 32 AJ Styles custom. Now, keep in mind, this is when I first started making customs, so it's not the best. I will admit, this custom it's not the best, but it's not that bad, but I don't know, it's just the lines just don't work well. And again, same thing here, snapped this leg, so I had to glue it. So, trying to remember. Random basic AJ Styles head scan. Elite 45 Seth Rollins. This was actually my original Wrestle Kingdom body, but I just switched it from Wrestle Kingdom to WrestleMania. It's a nice little Easter egg there. Battle Pack AJ Styles arms, I just painted red. Some random elbow pad because he couldn't get the P1 logo approved yet. Well, he has it here, but yeah, some decals there. I didn't paint the belt. That's decal. Random knee pads, and then I think these are from some basic AJ, and the P1 logo is already there. I had to hand paint this line going down, and I do like it. And yeah, that's pretty much that. And after AJ lost at WrestleMania, which sucks, he decided to move up to the championship division, to go up to the WWE Championship and get the one title that he never got, because he wrestled everywhere. He won titles all over the world, but the one place he never won a world title was the World Wrestling Entertainment. And so he challenged Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship at Payback 2016, and that is what this attire is based off of. This is a basic 85 AJ Styles, I think, with a Elite 45 head scan. I think they released this once for a ringside exclusive. This is obviously a fake. So this is based off of Payback 2016, when he faced Roman Reigns. I did put on an elbow pad, some random elbow pad. I put Elite 47 head scan. I think I already said knee pads, and yeah, that's pretty much what makes this basic AJ Styles. So after the travesty of Elite 47, Mattel decided to try again with the Elite AJ Styles figures, and they tried again to release AJ Styles in the Elite line, but would it be better than the Elite 47? The answer is not even close. So here is the Elite 51 AJ Styles, and I got this for Christmas, and his leg's really weird. I don't remember what this is based off of. He wore this attire when he won the WWE title from Dean Ambrose at Backlash, but there's different arms. So this might just be a house show AJ that Mattel just tried to make, but I'm not sure. It's a nice looking figure though. So yeah, Elite 51. There's nothing really bad there's some bad stuff to say about this. I'm not a fan of this head scan. This has got to be my least favorite AJ Styles head scan. But the paint on here looks pretty good. His leg's weird. They might have just put a different leg on there. The line work on here is just great, and I love the way this looks. And I actually have two of them, because this is one that I got last year for Christmas, and it's a fix-up because all I did is just switch open knee pads on there. I also forgot to mention they both have the P1 logo on there, which is actually pretty cool. And I do like this AJ when it's fixed up. I do plan on fixing it up by switching out the neck tag and giving him a different head scan. And to keep the timeline going, after AJ won the WWE title, he defended it at Backlash 2016. And that is what we got here. So this is one that I actually made last year for Christmas, but I repainted it, and I don't like the repaint. I might just have to buy that one basic or just wait for Mattel to release it in the Elite line. I originally painted it gray, and it looked great until I sealed it, and then it looked like shit. So this is the Elite 51 figure. I just cracked the torso and gave him a different neck peg, so that way this head scan could fit. I think this is just some random basic AJ head scan. And then you had the Elite 51 elbow pad, a WWE Championship with AJ Styles side plates, and a Bullet Club side plate over there. So like I said, this is Elite 51. I just repainted all of the black on here. All the black is gray. All the silver is red. Some open knee pads, painted up the kick pads. And that's what it takes to make this beautiful looking AJ Styles Elite Custom. So after countless title defenses that AJ has defended all over SmackDown Live between Cena and who else? Dean Ambrose, or Jon Moxley, I should say. It was time for Survivor Series 2016, and AJ Styles was supporting SmackDown Live, and so he walked into Survivor Series with this. This is the Elite 56 AJ Styles figure, and I love the way this looks. The vest looks freaking awesome. This is way better than both of his Elites. The one thing I did notice is that the P1 logo is smudged, and it's not just mine, it's not a one-off. Everybody's is like that for some reason, so maybe somebody was drunk when they were making this figure. The head scan is freaking on point. I love that long-haired AJ Styles head scan. The elbow pad, everything about this figure is just incredible. I did have to give him knee pads because, again, this would have been figure of the year if Mattel had given him knee pads, but it just wasn't, and It is a nice attire, and I do like it. I actually did a fix-up, but I don't know, should I save that for now, or should, actually, yeah, I'm going to show it now. So here is actually my fix-up of the, why is my camera being an asshole? This is my fix-up on the Elite 56. The only thing I did with this is just switch all the parts onto the Survivor Series Elite. So I like to call this my Survivor Series 2016, or my Elite 56 fix-up, or the attire that he wore when he beat Jinder Mahal for the WWE title in Manchester. So I took the Elite 56 head, elbow pad, and kick pads, and put all of that onto the Survivor Series Elite, and then put some knee pads on there, gave him the WWE Championship and the Elite 56 vest, and you do that, and you get this badass looking AJ Styles figure, which I love. This, it's an easy fix-up, anybody can do it. I'm surprised I've never seen anybody do this, and I'm the first one to really do it, which I think is actually pretty cool. So after AJ Styles has defended his title for lots of WWE talent, after beating Dean Ambrose at TLC, and beating Corbin and Ziggler and all these guys for the title, he must go to the Royal Rumble and defend his title against John Cena. And that is what this attire is based off of. And some of you are probably going to be like, why'd you make an attire of AJ that he lost the WWE title? Well, he also wears this for house shows. So I use, this whole thing's Elite 56. I just repainted it black. All the blues painted black. And this was a pretty easy custom to make, but I did play with it. And this head scan's been beat to absolute hell. The only other thing I did, actually I switched the elbow pad. And then I took an elbow pad, cut it, and then pasted it over this arm to make it look like the wrist tape design, or the wristband that he has. I don't know why he wears that. Some weird thing. So after AJ Styles has wrestled at the Royal Rumble, he goes to Elimination Chamber and loses there. And so he's pissed, and then he has to take out his aggression on Shane McMahon. And so when he does that, AJ Styles is forced to not really turn heel, but it's more of AJ is pissed and he just has to take out his aggression on Shane. And so that's what this is based off of. And this is headless. So this is the actual basic WrestleMania AJ Styles figure. Reason I had this is because I didn't have the top talent or the network spotlight, and so this is a placeholder. I do have to put a head scan on here because it's just weird without a head scan. And the only thing I did is just give him a different elbow pad, I think. Yeah, I gave him a different elbow pad, and then I painted up the gloves, and then gave him knee pads, and it makes this figure great. But then, before Christmas, before Thanksgiving, I got the actual network spotlight AJ Styles figure from WrestleMania 33 when he fought Shane McMahon. Reason why I haven't opened this is because it's valuable to me, and it'll be valuable to figure collectors in the near future. And I don't plan on ever opening this or giving it away. Hell, if I die, I want this figure wrapped in my arms along with my replica belt. And I'm going to put that back here and hopefully get a good angle. And yeah, there. I'll fix it. Didn't really fix it that well, but either way, let's keep going with this review. So after beating Shane McMahon at WrestleMania 33, AJ Styles is pretty much in a downhill spiral. Didn't really know where he stood, and then one night in Madison Square Garden, he beat Kevin Owens to win the United States Championship, and so that's what this attire is based off of. Now, keep in mind, I made this when I first started making customs, and I'll admit, this figure sucks. Like, it's one of my worst customs. So, I used Elite 51, AJ Styles head scan, and torso, and yeah, I'm not the best at torso cracking, and I'm still not, but yeah, I'm not really proud about this. And then Seth Rollins' arms. And then everything else going down is actually Lost Legends Chris Jericho. And I hate myself because I painted over this, and I just ruined this figure. And it was a great figure, nonetheless. Definitely should not have done this, but yeah, you learn from your mistakes, I guess, and that's a big one. So after AJ beats Kevin Owens, and after he loses the belt, and then I think he regains it, but I'm not sure. He goes to SummerSlam, and he rocks this attire. The Elite, oh crap, I forgot the series. Elite 61 AJ Styles. This is a pretty underrated Elite. Not many people wanted it. And I could see like all the AJ attires, but this is just, it's a badass Elite. And you can really do some nice customs with this if you wanted to. You can actually switch red, white, and blue. Or no, just red and blue knee pads on here and make it look beautiful. And I don't know why there's glitter or something on my finger. That's weird. So yeah, I do like this Elite. It does use the same coat from Elite 56. And again, same thing. No knee pads. Like, Mattel's too cheap to give us knee pads. But then that's where I come in to actually give them knee pads. And I actually forgot to mention that they gave him a red elbow pad. I seriously don't know why at this time Mattel did not give him knee pads. It's an easy switch though, but like, you know, people can break their figures. I've broken many knee pads doing that. And actually, I just got this basic that's based off of the SummerSlam attire because the blue on here is different. This is more of a light blue and that one's more of a dark blue. I mean, the red's pretty much the same. And I do like it. It does use the True Effects head scan from Elite 61. And I do like it. It is a nice head scan. They did give him knee pads. I don't know when they started giving AJ knee pads on his basics, but oh shit. He just flew out of the ring. I hope that got on camera. So yeah, after AJ wins the United States Championship, after that whole run with the US title, and I actually don't know how that run ended. I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember how that run ended. So after AJ has his run with the title, he fights Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship in Manchester. And so after he wins the WWE Championship from Jinder Mahal in Manchester on SmackDown, he must go fight Brock Lesnar for the WWE. Or no, he's not even fighting for the titles, for brand supremacy at Survivor Series in 2017. And so I have an attire based off of that. So this is the Survivor Series 2017 AJ Styles Elite, though it's not accurate because there's no torso tattoo here. So this is the Elite 56 head scan, Shawn Michaels torso, Shawn Michaels shoulders, Elite 56 AJ Styles arms, Survivor Series elbow pad. I do like it. Random knee pads. This whole thing's Elite 47 going down, and some custom logos. And this is like one of the AJs that I'm not proud of, but it was great at the time. But yeah, plus that night's Raw demolished SmackDown, but not this year. So I don't know where else to go from here. So I think it's the Royal Rumble that we go to. Yeah, it is. So after AJ loses to Brock, he's still WWE champion. He goes on to be the longest reigning WWE champ in the modern era. And with that, while he's there, you know, he has to make a few pit stops. And then one of them happens to be the Royal Rumble of 2018. And so I have two of those. Two Elite 66 AJ Styles figures. So this is based off of the Royal Rumble of 2018 when he fought... Who did he fight? No, it was a 2-on-1 handicap match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and AJ did walk out the victor. And I know some of you are going to be like, why'd you have two? That's why. Because on all my AJs, I made the head scans interchangeable, and I wanted, you know, one to not have interchangeable heads. And oh shit. Shit's falling. Hang on, give me a sec. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, and I thought my phone was going to fall again. So yeah, like I said, Elite 66 AJ Styles from the Royal Rumble of 2018. It's a pretty underrated Elite, but I do like the head scan too. The head scan is pretty on point. It's one of my favorite AJ heads because it has the long-haired head scan. I love the long-haired AJ Styles head scan, and they actually did give him the wrist gauntlets here, which I actually love. And these are removable, so you can switch these out with like Seth Rollins to give him like a nice promo attire. And so while AJ is champion, he turns out to be on the poster of Fastlane 2018. And so I made a custom out of that poster. So this is sort of a fantasy attire because AJ never really wore it. But, you know, I do like to call this my poster AJ Styles because he did wear this for the poster. So I used, I'm trying to remember, I think Top Talents 2018 AJ Styles head scan, random AJ Styles, oh no, it's not even, why do I keep saying AJ Styles elbow pad? Random elbow pad that I just painted blue. WrestleMania 33 Shawn Michaels arms with basic Rey Mysterio red gloves. The torso, going all the way down to the kick pads, is Elite 51 that I just painted. All the black was painted blue and all the silver was painted red. And some random open knee pads. And I do like the way this looks. This is one of my better custom AJs. And yeah, I love it. So now let's move on. And I actually don't remember what's next. Hang on, give me a sec. Okay, I figured it out. And now let's keep going with the review. So at Fastlane, AJ Styles defends his title in a six-pack challenge against John Cena, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. And he did not wear that attire for Fastlane. He instead wore this one, the baby blue design. Trying to focus it. I do like this design. This design's actually pretty cool. So here you have the Elite 56 head scan, Shawn Michaels torso, Shawn Michaels shoulders, Seth Rollins arms that I painted the gloves, Elite 66 elbow pad, Shawn Michaels going all the way down, all the way to the boots, some random some random knee pads, and I just painted it. I did have to come in here and paint this baby blue, and it was sort of a pain, but in the end it does look pretty great. I would recommend taking this Elite and just repainting it, and that's probably what I'm going to do, but I just have to wait for the right time. Sorry guys, but before I move on to the next AJ, I actually forgot an AJ Styles figure, which is weird. So, let's continue where I left off on the AJ that I forgot. So, if you all remember, in 2017, Finn Balor was set to take on Bray Wyatt, and unfortunately, that match got canceled, and AJ Styles was at a SmackDown house show. So they called AJ up, AJ was interested, and they flew him out overnight, all the way to TLC. And so that's what this attire is. He faced Finn Balor in a match that was pretty good. I love the match, and they did make a 2-pack out of this, and I do love it. They used the Elite, I'm trying to look under, yeah, it's the Elite 66 head scan. It's basically like Elite, this attire is like Elite 56, but different. I think what Mattel did is they possibly saw my YouTube video and then just decided, hey, let's make this in Elite form. I will make an Elite comparison video on this sometime, but it won't be right now. I do like this. The wrist gauntlets are great. The best thing about this was the 2 sweet hands, but I'm too lazy to get them. And I do like these hands. These are great. So, yeah, now let's continue where I left off. So, after AJ won the 6-pack challenge, and after Shinsuke Nakamura won the 2018 Royal Rumble, they would meet in a rematch from Wrestle Kingdom 10, and this time it was for the WWE Championship. And so, like Elite 66, I got not one, but 2 AJ Styles figures from that event. So this one is the one with the interchangeable head, but I don't want to take it off now. And I hate to say it, but, well, this one's actually right out of the box, but the weird thing about this figure is it shell forms like crazy. I don't know why this figure shell forms. It's a great figure. Like, look at it. From WrestleMania. I put this on my Christmas list last year. I can walk into any Target, and there'll be like 4 or 5 of these on the shelf. And what I like to do is when I go there and I see all these AJs on the shelf still in the packaging, I like to make a line of them. So, like, where there's like 4 Elites that you can hang on the shelf, I just take down some of those Elites and just hang those. That way they know. And the shitty thing is, Target refuses to put these on clearance. They put them on sale, like when there's a sale sometimes, like on Black Friday, but they don't put these on. They can put the NXT Elites on clearance, but they can't put the freaking Top Talents AJ Styles or Top Talents Finn Balor on clearance, which is so retarded. Like, I hate that. If they put these on clearance, guarantee I will come home with like 5 of these. Like, what I wanted them to do is actually put this on clearance for $15, and then next week, okay, nobody wants it. $10. Okay, nobody wants it. Lower it down to $4.99. If they lower this down to $4.99, I'm coming home with like 3 of these. 3, 4. Screw it. I'm coming home with every AJ that's on the shelf. That's like $5. So lower it to $5 and then you'll sell. So after AJ has done beating Shinsuke Nakamura countless times, he must go on to SummerSlam. And he must take on Samoa Joe and defend his WWE Championship. That's what this attire is based off of. The basic 97 AJ Styles from Survivor's... No, not Survivor Series. SummerSlam. Did I say Survivor Series before, or did I say SummerSlam? Oh, I hope I said SummerSlam. If not, I'm stupid. So this is based off of SummerSlam. And it's purple. It's different. I think he wore this for Starrcade once. But yeah, I do like this. It's like an Undertaker style attire. So he does have these designs here, which I'll actually try zooming in on. He has these designs here, which are actually pretty cool. And then he has the other designs here, the forearm. I do like this. The one thing that Mattel did not do is actually trying to get a good angle. The one thing that Mattel did not do here is they did not paint the like white designs going across the kick pads, which I actually hate, and I can't get the stupid arm down, which sucks. And yeah, this pile's getting so big. Look at this. So now let's continue. So after AJ Styles is done beating Samoa Joe, he fights Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. And unfortunately, Daniel wins. And I still consider this a fantasy attire because he never wore it. But we have the Survivor Series 2018 AJ Styles Elite. And again, same thing. Interchangeable head, but this one I put knee pads on. So, this is a weird story behind this. So, AJ Styles was set to be facing Brock Lesnar in a rematch from the year prior. And AJ lost the WWE Championship before Survivor Series. So that's a weird thing if you think about it, though, and that's happened a lot. You know, champions will lose their belt before they go on to Survivor Series. So that's a thing to note. It's not just... Actually, it's mainly just Raw and SmackDown, so keep a lookout for that. So anyway, AJ was set to wear this attire, and Mattel actually got pictures of this, so they actually went to work. And this Elite was actually released before AJ could even wrestle in it, which was weird. So AJ was sent to wear this for Survivor Series, and he did not because he lost to Daniel Bryan. So it was the first time that AJ was not involved in Survivor Series since his debut. So with that, AJ never wore this attire. He wore a similar one at the Elimination Chamber with the different style of kick pads, but after that, he did wear this vest, but this attire is still considered a fantasy attire. So Mattel does release fantasy attire sometimes. And then this one's different because I just added knee pads. And the head scans are interchangeable. That's weird though. Like, they didn't add knee pads for this too, which is so retarded. But yeah, I'm pretty sure AJ did wear knee pads. So stupid. So after AJ has lost the WWE Championship, I don't think he's ever really the same. And so after that, AJ begins to rock a neon attire. And he wore this for TLC. And I actually like the way it's coming off on camera. And again, not one, but two. And actually, I don't know why they gave him the WWE Championship in this Elite, considering he was not WWE Champion when he wore this. And he was fighting for the title, but he wasn't WWE Champion when he wore this. And again, same thing with this. Interchangeable head. This is basically just... I like to say this, but this is basically just Elite 66. Like, look. Put the head back on. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to take this one back. I'm going to fix the title. Like, look at this Elite. Basically the exact same thing. Same head scan, same accessories, same title, same... Well, different attire, but same wrist gauntlets, too. It's weird. So, AJ was... I think he wore this for TLC, and then... he didn't win the title. I was going to put in the Elite 74 AJ, but I haven't got that, so I can't put it in, which kind of sucks. So after AJ's done fighting for the WWE Championship, he pretty much has nothing to do. And you can't have WrestleMania 34 without AJ Styles. And so he fights Randy Orton for the No, he doesn't even fight him for the WWE title. He just fights Randy Orton in a grudge match, I guess. And so he goes on to WrestleMania, and he starts rocking this attire. This is like the SummerSlam attire, but all the purple is painted white, and all the white is painted gold. I do like it. This is pretty good. So I use the Elite 66 AJ Styles for this. The belt's the main point on this figure. Like, the belt's pretty badass. Same thing with the vest, too. I really do like the vest. Same Elite 61 vest. I even painted up the arms from Elite 61, gave him a different elbow pad. Random knee pads because he did wear this. I don't know why he wore white. Did have to come in here and custom paint that. The one was, I think, the best part on here. Yeah, that's pretty much that. And that's pretty much the AJs, except for one. And if you guys remember Survivor Series, which is what I'm calling this, AJ Styles versus Roderick Strong versus Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles is in that match. And so I'm still working on this. This is a work in progress AJ Styles from Survivor Series. So I'm going to get a head scan from the Red Basic, the Top Talents, along with the kick pads whenever that releases. And I'm going to put the elbow pad on there too. I could get that Basic with Ginger, so I can easily get that done. I still got to get the logos on here too. So what I use is a Top Talents 2018 AJ Styles torso. And I cracked that, and then I custom painted the arms too to be red. The crotch piece going all the way down to the legs here is Elite Xavier Woods, I think. Yeah. Wait, no, it's Kofi Kingston. Wait, actually, I don't know what Elite this is. I think it's Kofi Kingston. No, it's not Kofi Kingston. It's Xavier Woods. I remember. So I painted it red. I switched the lower legs with Elite Seth Rollins 52, and it does work pretty good. And I added some knee pads, and it's still a work in progress, but I just gotta finish it. And I will finish it someday, but not today. So now that we are finally done with all the Mattel-released AJs, we must move on to the fantasy attires. And we don't have a lot of fantasy attires, so let's just get it started. So this one is, like the other one, a work in progress. I'm working on a gold AJ Styles attire because I do love the way that this gold looks, and the main thing I like about this is the belt, because the belt looks freaking insane. Like, look at this belt. I hand-painted that belt. And yeah, so I think Top Talents head scan, Elite 56 torso, Elite 51 arms, a random elbow pad that I just painted gold, and then WrestleMania 33, Shawn Michaels going all the way down with the first basic AJ Styles kick pads, and I'm going to figure out what to do with this. I think I might make it an OC attire, but I'm not 100% sure. Next, we actually got, this one is one that I really got to fix. This is a Street Fighter AJ Styles, as I like to call it. It's basically AJ in his street gear. I do like it. I use the Elite 51 head scan. That's the main thing. I want to switch it. I think it's Shawn Michaels torso underneath, but it's cracked to all hell. Elite 56 Carl Anderson shirt to represent the club. I'm gonna have to switch that with something else. Elite 47 vest, Shawn Michaels Lost Legends arms, and then Eddie Guerrero pants from the 4-pack. I think it was the WCW Notables 4-pack. Yeah, it was the Nitro Notables 4-pack. I had to think about that. So now let's move on. So this one is one that I seriously need to fix because I hate the way that this head scan looks. And again, it is Elite 51. So this is what I like to call my Shield AJ Styles, but it just really needs to be fixed. So Elite 51 head scan, Elite Roman Reigns vest. I just pasted on a P1 logo. I think a Bo Dallas shirt underneath this. Random elbow pad. Carlito arms. I don't remember the torso. It might be a Cesaro or, I don't know, a John Cena. And then the lower legs here are actually from the Kevin Owens 2-pack, the Epic Moments one with him and Chris Jericho. But I think they still have that up on ringside, which is kind of weird. Next, we actually got one that I had thought about making for years, and it finally came to fruition. And I do kind of like the way it looks, but I really need to fix it. So this is what I like to call my black and blue AJ. One side's black and the other side's blue. So Elite 56 head scan. Actually, this whole thing is Elite 56, minus the one arm here. This arm is Elite 51, and actually this arm is Elite 47. So I'd switch that. Actually, no, the kick pads are also from the Survivor Series Elite. So, and I did add the white soles, which is pretty nice. So the main reason why I wanted to do this is because, well, actually, I also painted up the knee pad too. But the main reason why I wanted to do this is because AJ's worn some pretty good attires, and I've never seen anybody do this, and I wanted to do it, so I just painted black right down the middle, and it does work to the other side too. So a nice black and blue AJ, my heel/face AJ Styles, which I love. Next, we actually got a custom that's kind of bizarre, but I just wanted to make it anyway. So this is what I like to call my suited AJ Styles figure. You give them... This is like if AJ were to like apply to a job or start to run World of Action. I've actually put the World Heavyweight Championship on him because he is the current World of Action World Heavyweight Champion. So, like, if I put this title on him, it just looks great. He looks like a businessman walking in with a pro wrestling replica belt. And so the only thing I did with this is I put the Elite's Top Talent head scan on the Kevin Nash figure from the WCW Notables, along with the Chris Jericho Epic Moments jacket and shoulders and arms. And then everything else going down here is actually a Baron Corbin crotch piece with Shinsuke Nakamura legs. And it does work well. The weird thing I noticed about this head scan, and I'm gonna try and clear it, is that the hair, I don't know if you can see that, but the hair is coming off this figure. Look at that. I don't know how well they can come out on camera, but the hair is coming off of this figure, which is really weird. I don't know why that happened. This is just some factory thing with Mattel. 5 more, but one of them's a basic. Actually, 2 of them are, but, you know, I'll just shut up. So, this one is actually one that I used for, I think I used this for All In, but I'm not sure. So, this one is actually what I like to call the Ultimate AJ Styles Custom, or fix-up. So, if you guys remember when I, did the Ultimate AJ Styles fix-up with the, I think it was this one. No, it was a different one. So, this is basically the top talents, and all I did is just switch all the Elite 56 parts that I could. Head scan, arms, and kick pads, and it looks great. Like, look at this. The head scan sits perfectly on here. With the vest, just look at this. Like, I'm gonna hold it like this. It looks incredible. Just look at that. That figure just looks insane. Like, if AJ he's never even wore this for a house show. I've seen people do this fix-up, but they never, I've seen them switch the head, I've seen them switch the kick pads, but they've never gone all the way and switched the arms on there. And they've never gone all the way and switched them all on at the same time. But that's what I did, and it looks great. And with that, I had all the Elite 66 parts on the Top Talents, but I also had all the Top Talents parts on the Elite 66. And I decided to not keep it the way it was because the colors just didn't match, so I just repainted it. So here we actually have what I like to call my Iron Man AJ Styles, because this is like an Iron Man attire. So what I did is actually, originally I painted all of the gold here. Actually, that's all I did here. This is, like I said, Elite 66, and all I did was just paint the gold strip going down, and everything here, all the gold was the first thing I painted. And in my head, I'm like, it looks good, but it's just not looking great. Like, it needs to be, there's something else. And I thought about it, and I'm like, red. So I added red, gave him the red elbow pad from Elite 66, no, Elite 61, and then you get this Iron Man AJ Styles. I do plan on switching the head scan with a different basic. I want the True Effects head scan on there. I want this head scan on there because it'll look great. And actually, no, this figure did have open knee pads. I also painted up the logo too. I don't know how well that's going to come off on camera. Along with the other logo here. I also painted up the vest too. This is, I think, Elite 61 vest. And I just painted the gold lines going down, and then the red hood right here, which looks pretty great. And yeah, so next we actually have what I like to call my Terminator AJ Styles. If you guys remember when the channel first started, I made a Terminator AJ, but that figure sucked. So I remade my Terminator AJ, and it looks great. So this is, like I said, Terminator AJ Styles. So here we have the Elite. This is basically the Top Talents figure. That's all I can say about this. It's the Top Talents figure. The other thing I did is just give him different knee pads, and then paint up the Terminator designs going down. So I hand painted all this. I actually painted the white over here too. I actually got some other designs going along here too. So I used the Triple H Elite. I don't remember what series it was, but it was the Terminator tire, and it is removable, so you got that head scan there. Hunter Hearst Helmsley jacket, I guess, and then a gun in his hand. I don't know why I put a gun, but Terminator, I guess, does have guns, and this is the same gun that Seth Rollins used to kill Jon Moxley with on the death match. Two more, actually. This one is actually one that AJ, he hasn't really worn this, but it was in a video game. So I actually have a custom golden AJ Styles, and I mean, this is actual gold. So some guy in one of my earlier videos commented that you just dipped your AJ in gold paint. Would have saved me so much time, but I actually went in here and painted this whole thing gold. There's some chipping, so I gotta fix that, but basically, random AJ Styles head scan that was beat up and just repainted it. I put this on an AJ Styles Elite body with Seth Rollins arms and some random elbow pad that I just painted. The knee pads back here did break, but didn't really care. And I do like the way that this AJ looks. Like, gold AJ Styles, it's just great. It's like a little gold statue, which is what this is supposed to be made of. Because, you know, his arms are coming together here and trying to form the P1 logo. But, unfortunately, the hands are not made yet, so I couldn't switch them on. But yeah, I do like this. The main focus on this figure is the head scan. Like, look at this head scan. Just, wow, I'm just loving this head scan. Like, plus the hair, too. The hair just molded perfectly. So yeah, gold AJ Styles, which I think is pretty nice. And the last one is actually a figure that Mattel released, but unfortunately, he never wore this attire ever. So, I actually got the custom, it's not even custom, fan pack AJ Styles that Mattel made, and he did not wear this attire, ever. Yes, he wore the blue, but the kick pads are wrong, the head scan is, and he never wore this attire. He wore, like, I don't know how to explain it, but he wore this attire, and it had the lines. This one just isn't like that, and if you notice, if you flip it to the back, you know, he's got the kid here holding the AJ from Elite, his first basic. That's not what it is, and actually it says clearance for $14, but actually I paid $7 for this. And it is nice, but yeah, putting it back there, and yeah, I'm gonna lift up my camera, and that is my full AJ Styles Elite figure collection. I'm looking around to make sure I didn't forget any, like I did with the other one, but that is all of my Elite AJs, and so I'm gonna fix it and stand them all up, and I'll see you guys when everything is put back in order. So after all of the reviewing and after all of the editing process, I am left with this. And I like the way that this looks. This whole thing looks incredible. And after doing some calculations and setting the AJs up 6x7, I have discovered that I have 45 AJ Styles figures currently. I thought I had 46, but maybe there's an AJ I forgot. I'm not sure. But all I know is I have 45 AJ Styles figures, and this might be the biggest AJ Styles collection I've ever seen. I think Gizmo 305 might have a bigger one, so fuck you, Gizmo. Nah, I'm kidding. I've seen Gizmo. He's a pretty nice guy. I've never met him. I would love to meet him, because he seems like a pretty nice guy. Maybe I can buy a Network Spotlight off him. If anybody out there has a Network Spotlight AJ that they want to trade, hit me up. I will trade pretty much anything just to get another AJ, because I want one to play with and one to keep mock. And I still need to buy a figure defender off Ringside. So, yeah. So, Thank you guys so much for helping me get to 300 subscribers. This video was pretty long, I think. It's not longer than Weekly Customs. Weekly Customs was long. I had to cut out the damn intro, and I'm sorry about that. And I'm sorry Weekly Customs pretty much came out of nowhere, because it's like I post a video saying, oh, you may never see it, then friggin' next day, oh, Weekly Customs 100 is up. I should have given you guys a heads up, but other than that, I'm sorry. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for getting me to 300 subscribers. I said I'd review my AJs, and if you want to take a screenshot of this, take it now, because this is worth it. This is, like, years worth of AJs. I've at least wasted over $300 on these AJs. Some were gifts, some I bought. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for helping me get to 300 subscribers. And welcome to the new year, and welcome to the new decade. The 2010 decade was great. Let's see what 2020 will hold for us. And I know me, I'm going to have to grow up, and that's going to suck. So I'm still going to hopefully be uploading until I turn 18, or if not, well then, it's been one hell of a ride. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, because if we get to 400 subscribers, I don't know what I'll do, but I will figure out something. So, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Like, and do all that stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please, too sweet that like button for the love of God. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.